right, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video this is going to be a SurveySparrow tutorial. I'm going to show you how to create a survey from scratch, and the cool thing is that you can actually do this with a free account, so you don't have to pay anything to be able to create a survey. But of course, if you do want to upgrade, there are tons and tons of features that you can take advantage of, which I've covered in a previous video, so be sure to check that out. And if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe. My name is DG Funnels. I help businesses grow online using sales funnels and software. So if you don't know, now you know. But let's go ahead and get into it because I'm really excited to be able to show you how to create a survey. So I already have my questions kind of outlined over here to my left. And this is for a service that I provide, just kind of helping businesses that are advertising on Groupon get better results. So a part of that onboarding process is that they apply to work with me to see if they qualify for that one-on-one or group coaching program. And we can get into the psychology behind why you want to have your leads apply to work with you, but that'll be better suited for another video. So we're not going to get into that today. We will cover that at a later time though. So make sure that you're always checking the channel for that. Let's get into it. So I'm inside of SurveySparrow right now. As you can see, I got my Groupon hack survey opened. The cool thing is that you can set your kind of home screen for the survey, if you will. So I have this little GIF right here just saying hello. And now we're going to add our first question. So I'm going to go to text. Okay. And so the first question is just going to be, hey, what's your name? And I want to click required because this is going to be a question that they have to answer, right? And then we're going to go here. I'm going to do another question. This is actually going to be an email, right? So we're just going to put email, question mark, right? We're going to make sure that that's required. We're going to go next question. And then we're going to go to phone number. Okay. That's going to be required. We're just going to put phone. Okay. Hit next question. And then we're going to go down to some more personalized kind of stuff exclusive to my survey. So now I want to know what is the name of the business. Okay. And then I almost forgot to make that required. And if you ever mess up, you just click back on the question here, and you can always duplicate a question or delete it. All right. And then I'm going to go ahead and hit next question. I'm going to do a text question. And this question is going to be for them to paste a link to your Groupon offer. And this is required as well because I want to see what they're offering. And then the next thing is going to be another question. So I'm just going to ask them, on average, how many Groupons do you sell per month? Okay. And there's a whole like logic behind like, how you ask these questions and stuff like that. I don't get too complicated with this, but I could definitely get a lot deeper. My general train of thought when doing an application is that I would prefer to get the most qualified lead as possible. So I do want to disqualify some leads and make sure that I'm getting enough information to determine if I truly can help that person. So, for example, the next question that I ask here is, what is your current monthly revenue? Okay. And look, I actually did this one wrong. So what I'm going to do is, sorry. Yep. That was right. I'm going to change type. And this was actually meant to be a multiple choice. So I added it as a text, but I want it to be multiple choice. So you just click on that button and then you can change it to multiple choice. And I want to get, I want to get very specific with them, right? Because I want to qualify this person to know if it is someone indeed that I can help. So I have, for example, less than 10,000, and then I have 10,000 to say 50,000. And we have another one here. This is 50,001 to 100,000, and then we get into 100,000 plus. Now, again, you don't necessarily have to get as, and this is required, Okay, and look, if I wanted to do a score, I could actually score them based on what they select. I could also do logic as well based on what they select. So for example, let's say maybe I wanted to send them to a different question than based on their answer, then I could select logic and then I can start pushing them into different areas. But what I was saying is you don't have to get as in depth with your questions if you don't want to. Again, I like to do it because I want really qualified leads. I want to be able to let the person know if I can't help them. You may prefer to get them on the phone and you know, do this as a part of your, you know, your conversation with them. Okay. So now my next question is another text question, and that is going to be, what is your, let's see, what is your target monthly revenue for the next 6 months? Okay. And then I'm going to do, oh, this is going to be required. Okay. Then I'm going to do another text question. And that text question is going to be, what is the single biggest hurdle preventing you? And this is a good question that I like to ask. Is this question here just kind of reveals, you know, what type of solution that they believe they need. Now, I may agree or disagree with that, but at least I know what they're thinking and, you know, what they feel is a hurdle. Okay. So I have my my interview here. And again, this is an application, and I use this in an application funnel. And once you've already completed all your questions, then you just go to integrate. And this is where like a lot of the magic happens. So a couple of these that I like personally, MailChimp. This is an automated email platform. So this is cool because you can put the leads from these answers directly into your MailChimp account, which eliminates having to move leads over if you use them. You know, they have HubSpot, they have Teams, of course, right here, Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics. Those are of course two big ones. You definitely want to have your Pixel and your Google Analytics integrated on your surveys. Slack to share between your team, Salesforce if you use that, and then Google Sheets. This is another big one because this is where you can send your data, right? All of these answers, send them over to a spreadsheet so you don't have to download data from a report here and then upload it later into Google Sheets. You can have that process playing out automatically. So those are just some of the big ones that really stick out to me here. MailChimp, Facebook Pixel, Google Analytics, and Google Sheets. And I know a lot of people like Aweber as well. That's a good one for email autoresponder. So they have that integration. So that's pretty cool. And then you're just going to go to share. And then this is all of the different ways that you can share your survey. So you can copy this link. You can make a bit.ly link from this if you want. You can send it in the email. You can create a URL, kind of like what you see up here. You can share it on social. You can embed it in an email. You can share it in all of these other different platforms, QR codes, all of that stuff. I'm going to click on embed because this is what you would use to paste the survey into a funnel. So here you see we have embed share, we got the code and everything else. We have the sizing and whatnot. I'd probably make this a little bit bigger. And then once you have that code, all you're going to do is you're going to copy it. And I actually already have a funnel window open here. So I'm going to jump into the ClickFunnels editor. Okay. And I already had the script pasted there, but I'm just going to paste the new one. Okay. So, and then I'll save it. And then I'll preview the page so you guys can see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and preview. And then now you say, hey, complete the application below and see if you qualify. And now we have our survey. Now, I would play around with this to get like the sizing a little bit better, you know, play around with the spacing and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that on this video because I really just want you all to see the functionality of it. But that's something that I would do on the back end, play with this, make sure that there's the proper spacing and all of that stuff. Okay, but you see how easy it is to just copy and paste this right into a page. And then here we go. So I'm going to just go ahead and put that my name is Test, right? I'm going to put test@test.com if that's your email. Sorry about that. Put my phone number in here, right? Okay, what's the business name? It's Test One, right? And put a link. And you can see how quick and responsive this is, right? Like people like that. And just that little animation is enough to keep people engaged, believe it or not. It's really, really clean. And so how many do we sell a month? Let's go 133. I'm just going to select here and you see how responsive it is. So now our goal is to, let's say, get to high six figures, right? Biggest hurdle is, let's just say time, whatever. And then boom, right? So that's completed. We hit submit. You see that it's submitting the application. And then it's just saying, hey, DG Funnels uses SurveySparrow, blah, blah, blah. Now you can customize this message at the end. I didn't do that on this one. Again, I just wanted to show you quickly how to be able to create your own survey and how easy that is. But again, you can play with this. You can make your own ending here, redirects the whole deal. So that's pretty cool, right? Because if you want a link to pop up, you can always, based on their answer, let's say that they do the right responses, you could actually have a link pop up here. You click that link and that link then takes them to an order page in the funnel and then they can order the product, okay? So there you have it. I mean, that's how easy it is to create your own application or survey or however you want to implement this in your business using SurveySparrow. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, it is super necessary that you subscribe to the channel. That way you can get updates every time that I release new content. And if you want to give SurveySparrow a try, there's a link in the description below where you can grab a 14-day free trial. And if you haven't checked out this video yet, it's going to be over here. Make sure to check out my full SurveySparrow review where I really do a deep dive on all of the features and everything you could possibly do with this software. And if you're interested in knowing about how SurveySparrow stacks up versus some of the other online survey softwares, that's going to be this video over here. But if there's no video there, that means I haven't released it yet. So you definitely want to subscribe to the channel so that way when I do release it, you'll be one of the first to know. And until next time, peace.